in Barbados. He bowls wicket to wicket, going on and going bigger, and being that person. Very good start. Make the most of the power play.
Oh, just a little lazy on that cut. Oh, pretty. In the gap between extra cover and mid-off. That's just a terrific way to start. Brandon King. Oh, pitched up. A misfield there will give Charles a boundary. That's very unfortunate. Oh, brilliant once again. Pierces the gap. There should be another boundary. Pretty quick outfield. And it is. You got to keep it tight, especially the last ball. Sanchit couldn't. Well, again, just a shade too full. Now the sweet cover drive. It looks so good. And this is a meat and drink for Brandon King. You mentioned
3 to 5 Ks more by a more bounding, energetic runner.
Flicked. I wonder if that's gone all the way for a 6 or whether it's just a boundary. Last time. Got to keep it outside off. Oh, lofts it. Could it be the first 6 of the match? And it's a big one. Wow, Brandon King just stood there. You mentioned that steady head. Read the line.
They played in the World Cup just gone.
Well, how about that? Just stood up, waited for the ball, gave it a little bit of direction.
Process.
Oh, a top edge and a thin one. Little unlucky, Ali Nasir, and he knows it. This time he catches hold of it. It's a big one over mid-wicket. That's what Johnson Charles can do. He's a big unit, hits the ball very hard.
Of the result. Ooh.
Full toss, just trying something different, Ali Nasir, unless it slipped from his hand. It is a little sweaty out there. He is indicating that, well, there was a little bit of sweat. Or trying the slower one, I think that's where it was. And yet, turned out to be low full toss. No way Lovepreet's going to get to it.
Brandon King again. Dominance continuing from the first one international, gone all the way for 6.
It's a beautiful looking shot, using the feet.
Straight, and straight enough. Oh, that is so good, Johnson Charles. Accessing the 360 degrees of the field. This will be a couple more runs as well. And maybe 4, yes. Big over for the Windies. Another boundary. Oh, majestic. That may be the best of the lot because it was not as full as King would have wanted. Okay. Brandon King. Put that in a museum and leave it there.
Beautifully done.
Oh, that is just too good from Charles, and too much flight on offer for a man with this power.
Ali Nasir in just his second ODI has his task cut out. And just like that, he lifts one. There is an opportunity. It goes over, long gone. A desperate attempt, but how good is that from Brandon King? Back after a break, ever so often it's... This one, there is a fielder there, straight to long on, and wicket number 1 for the home team. And it comes from Ali Nasir. It was a flat bat. It's something to be cheerful about.
Yeah, well, it was cut a lot finer than his team changes.
This time, to the left of the wicketkeeper, the result the same, another boundary. Unnecessary, you'd have to say, from UAE's perspective.
Speaking of impressive, it's gone high, and I think he may have done an excellent job at the boundary, Basil Hamid. It could be very close from Basil Hamid, and it takes that to get a brilliant player in Brandon King. 64 from 70 game. Aditi Shetty's bowled well. Oh, Shamar Brooks, the use of the feet. And anytime you think about Brooks, the word elegance comes to mind. Works to do. One of the best players was spinning this side. Bowled in. Typical commentator's curse. Ayan Khan. The persistence pays off.
Exactly what.
Well picked up by Casey Carty in the gap as well. Placement.
Question.
Aerial and 6. Got that off the middle of the bat, and all of a sudden, 1 over's made a huge difference for Casey Carty. 4 and now maximum.
Back for the UAE and for Shetty.
Loud shout, catch and taken. Lovepreet comes into business. He takes a catch. Ayan gets his man. He'd been toiling for hours and finally gets the piece of a meat.
That he was good for a long one. Not to be. Looked a little tired. Only 7 in 30. Oh, that might elude the long off fielder. But I tell you what, talking about... that's the 200 up, by the way. He's darting them in just to make sure that a fourth shot such as this was played. So it's clever bowling all the way up 2 overs each. Good to see when he brings them back.
Width on offer and taken. Every single delivery in this over was on the stumps. He offered width, invited the batter to play that shot, and Aditya Shetty was standing there for that.
Goes for 32 from 39. Just a short.
A big finish.
There was a fine leg, but he was very wide. Don't think he picked it up initially. A welcome boundary for Hodge and the West Indies.
Nice swivel by Kevin Hodge.
Oh, this time to the offside. Even better. Back-to-back boundaries coming. Hodge is feeling it.
And pace straight, you can expect the ball to go in the leg side.
Beats him. Mid-off was in the circle. Hodge nails 3 fours in the over. 2-3-1 for 5. Oh, that's a gift. Way too easy for Kevin Hodge. He showed the intent. Clears the rope easily.
Positive intent again. The ability to pounce on anything loose. That was a gimme. And he took it. And sometimes you look at players' stats and you see Kevin Hodge, 23 off 24.